Hi there YouTubers, Pet Prepper here. So today I'm going to show you how to express anal glands externally. And Ironhead41 sent me a message a few days back asking why his dog was scooting her butt across the floor, and I told him I'd do a video on it. So this one's for you, Sammy. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about, I'm going to talk about a few things before I show you how to do it, and then I'm going to go express Rekka's glands, and then I'm going to touch on a few more things like safety and how you can tell if your dog needs their glands expressed, etc. So the first thing I want to talk about is that in no way, shape, or form am I suggesting that any of the things that I show in any of my videos is preferred to modern day, present day professional pet services, you know, your veterinarian or your groomer. I'm not trying to take away from anybody's business. I'm not suggesting that people do these things at home instead of bringing their pets in. Most of all, for the safety of your animal. If you're not sure what you're doing, you know, just use a lot of caution, or just have somebody that knows what they're doing do these things. The purpose of these videos is to show people what to do in case of a disaster, in case there isn't a veterinarian or a groomer that you can go to. So, you know, I hope you're taking notes, because some people think you might not be able to go refer to your YouTube videos in a disaster. So anyways, a lot of people wonder what anal glands are, and there's many mammals that have anal glands, and there's two glands that fill up with fluid, and they're located on either side of the anus, towards the lower part of the anus. And some cats and dogs have issues expressing them on their own, and they have to have a human do it for them. So I'm going to show you how to go about that. So we'll be right back. I did the video on how to do the glands, and I forgot to mention a couple things as I was doing it. I just kind of did my job and forgot, you know, that I should be talking about what I was doing. So once you locate the glands, you'll want to get your fingers as far behind them and gently squeeze and press outwards. Now, if you have to squeeze real hard, or you don't want to force it because you can rupture the glands. So just, you know, if you're having a hard time, you can try a few different times, and it may just work the glands open, and you'll have success. But do not force it, because you don't want to rupture the glands, because that would really hurt you. We're back, and I really hope this works. Otherwise, we got to wait about a month or 6 weeks to do it again. But okay, so towards the bottom of the anus, there are these two. Well, it depends on the size of the dog, but his are probably about marble sized. And if you feel around it, you can feel that they're full. They're like two little full balls of fluid in there. And so you can either have somebody help you hold the dog up, or strap him up so that he can't sit down, because you know, if he does that, or if he shakes, you know, and tries to get the water off of him or whatever, and you get anal gland juice on you, your day is gonna be ruined. So anyways, I'm gonna show you how to express them, and hopefully it works out for us. So I hope it doesn't get on the camera too. So here we go. Ooh, almost got on the camera. So that's how you do it. Okay, we're back. Wasn't that fun? Alright, so I've got a bunch of stuff written down here because I don't want to forget anything. So if it looks or it sounds like I'm reading, I am. Alright, so most pets are able to express their glands on their own. Some of the things that will make an animal express their glands are if they get cornered, or they get really scared or excited. They possibly may express their glands at that time. Another thing is if they're really relaxed, and I know that's like completely opposite of being scared, but a lot of times, like when everybody's sitting around watching a movie and the dog's laying on the floor snoozing away, all of a sudden the room is just like overcome with this god-awful smell, and chances are it's because your dog has expressed his glands, or some fluid leaked out, and it's not pleasant. So, okay, some of the signs that your dog or cat, I always forget cats, but cats are included in a lot of these videos, that they might need their glands checked or expressed, are things like scooting across the floor. Now, it's probably not worms. A lot of people panic and think, oh my gosh, my dog has worms, and now the whole family's got worms, and what are we going to do? It's probably because the glands are irritating them, and that's how they know how to work at it. Protruding anus. Now, a lot of times you'll see that when your dog has to go to the bathroom, but if it continues, you know, day after day, the glands might be full. Another thing is if your dog has loose stool on a regular basis or for an extended period of time, the glands might possibly be getting full, because when a dog has a firm stool on a normal basis, when they go to the bathroom, the stool pushes on the glands and helps release that fluid. And so typically dogs that have a normal stool don't have as many issues with anal gland problems. So, okay, what else do I got here? Oh, if your dog keeps messing at its rear and keeps trying to lick it, you'll want to check them. So, in a worst case scenario, if your dog has a ruptured gland, you're going to know it, most likely, because he's going to be in some major pain, and he's probably going to have a big old sore right next to his anus because that gland ruptured, and it's not a good thing. It's very painful for them, and there is a surgery that they can do, ahead of time before that happens, but or even after that happens. But if you check for all these signs and watch for them and have the glands done prior to that happening, none of that will happen. So, okay, so if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Once you start doing the glands, if you don't need to do them, don't start doing them, because chances are you're going to have to do that animal's glands for the rest of its life. And so if they're doing just fine on their own, don't go ahead and just do them just because you think that it should be done. Now, how often should the glands be expressed? It just depends on your animal. Anywhere from 4 to 12 weeks, or some dogs can go a little bit longer. Some dogs probably a little bit less. I don't really know a lot of animals that need them done more than every 4 weeks. But what you can do is mark it on your calendar when they have them expressed, and then when if you know how to check for it, or you're bringing them in on a regular basis, mark it down again, and that way you'll know, like, every 9 weeks my dog needs their glands expressed. So anyhow, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask, and thank you for watching, Pet Prepper.